Hi guys, welcome back to Joy the Coder channel, and today I'm going to be sharing my 10 days challenge, coding challenge on the program I'm doing, which is cohort 16, and I'm going to be making a store app. So let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is click on the file button, and then click on open folder. There you see all the folders you need. Click on new folder and name your folder. I'm gonna name mine Trendera, and that's gonna be the name of my store. So it's gonna show here Trendera, the name of the general file, the general folder. And here you're gonna wanna make a folder in there, and let's name it sign in. So in the sign in, we're gonna make a file. So click on the sign in, and we're gonna make a file. So if you're new to VS Code, you're gonna have to click on extensions and search up live server. So live server, and download it, install it, and when it's installed, you'll be able to do what I'm doing right now. So go back to Explorer and make a new file inside that folder. We can name it, let's name it sign.html. Make sure everything is lowercase, and then so we're gonna start with the skeleton. So the skeleton is like the HTML, the thing that holds up all the skin. It's like your skeleton, the thing that holds up everything on your body. So for the skeleton, a shortcut is that you can write an exclamation mark and click on tab, which can set up your entire skeleton. And let's name our document. Instead of document, let's change the title to the name of your store. And to see what you're coding, you have to go down here to the bottom right corner and click on go live. So once you go live, it's gonna show what you're creating, and up here, whatever you name the title to be, the title is gonna show up here. So let's go back to the VS Code. So in the VS Code, we're gonna wanna start the form. So the form is gonna be like, a form is like, for example, if you go to school and you have a field trip, you have to sign the form. Or if you want to get some Tim Hortons online, you can click on Tim Hortons, and if you're new to Tim Hortons app, you're gonna have to sign in. So that's what a form on coding is. First, for the form, we're gonna make a box, which is called div on coding. And for the div, we have to make a class. So like, you know how you have a classroom if you go to school once again? The name of your classroom could be math, or it could be French. So in the classroom, pretend we have students and they have different names. So if you want to name or describe the class generally, the class name, you're gonna say like the students of the math class. So the class, basically whatever you name the class, so the class could be my box. And in the my box, it's whatever. So if we have CSS, then, and if we want to design the box, then yeah, you're gonna write the period and then the name of your box. So we're not doing CSS right now. So this is only day 1, and obviously it's 10 days. I think I said that before. So for the next day, we're gonna start doing the CSS. But for now, it's only the HTML. So for the HTML, we're making the sign in, as you can see, and we already named the box. So in there, we're gonna click on enter, click in the middle of this bracket and this bracket, click on enter, and then we're gonna want to make our H1, the thing that says it all. So H1. So for the H1, you're gonna click on H1. You're gonna write H1, and then if you're doing on VS Code, it's gonna show over here, and you're gonna click on tab to trigger it. So for the tab, after you click on tab, in it, we're gonna write sign in. And H1, it's like basically H1. What H1 does is like, for example, you want to write something big, like a big header. You write H1. H1 is the biggest. H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. H6 is the smallest. So whatever size you want. I'm gonna explain it in another video. So pretty much we're gonna want to, so we're making the sign in. After that, click on the end, click enter, and then we're gonna write form. So form, click on tab. So now that's for the button at the end of the form. So we're gonna do that later. So after, we're gonna wanna make the first step of the form. So the first step of the form is gonna be like, we're gonna wanna be able to put in your first name and stuff. So we're gonna write label and click on tab, and it's for, in there we're gonna write first name, capital F, first name, and then we're not gonna want to click on tab for that because it's only writing. So after we write the first name, we're gonna wanna put a BR, and for the after the BR is like breaking the line, and after the BR we're gonna wanna put the input. The input is where you actually write your first name. So input, and click on tab for the first one. So since it's your name, we're gonna leave it as text, and space required. So you can't exit that place without putting your name. So we're gonna wanna do that again, but 2 times. We're gonna write the BR 2 times. And then after, we're gonna put another label. And then in that label, we're gonna skip the 4, enter the brackets, and put in last name. So after the label, we're gonna wanna just repeat everything. And also, I forgot to tell you guys, instead of doing BR 2 times, you can easily just write BR and then times whatever number. Like right now we're doing 2, so BR times 2, and then it's gonna put 2 BRs. So let's get back to coding. So now we're putting another label for gender, but this time we're not gonna put another input. We're only putting the label because we're gonna do something else. Instead of writing in your gender, we're gonna add a selection tag. So like we're gonna first put a BR to break the line, enter, and then another selection, like a selection tag. So we're gonna write selection, select, and then so select, select. So this one, since it's not, we're gonna do it ourselves because it's a different type. So then we're gonna write another select. So that, and then so in the select, we're gonna write enter, and then we're gonna put an option tag. So option. Just gonna remove that. And then in the option, just put 2 spaces. That's for later. And just to show that it's an option. So the option is that first it shows blank. So that's why the blank option is there. And then we're gonna put another option tag. But this time we're not gonna click on tag. We're gonna write option times 3. So the first one we're gonna write in it male inside the brackets, male. Second one, female. Third one, other. So now we're gonna click there, enter, write BR. And then now we're gonna be making a button. So like, you know how a button is like, for example, you want to click on the file and make a new folder like I did in the beginning of the video. So that's a button. Like, yeah, you can click it and something will happen. So now we're gonna add a button. So here we're gonna write button and click on tab. And the button, we're gonna, like, between the button and the tag, write space and type. So it's like a type of button, and the type is a submit button. Click on submit, write submit. And now in it, we're still gonna write submit. So then it shows submit. Oh, not nice. Submit. So now we know that if we click on submit, so let's see so here's our form without CSS. It's actually nice. So let's go back to sign in and so sorry, I forgot to do something. The form tag, so just cut it and put it down here. The end of the form tag is supposed to be beside the div. Sorry about that. And that's the end of the HTML. And thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. And see you in the next one. By the way, if you want to know what program it is, it's called Her Tech Trail Academy. And you can join if you want to. See you in the next one.